Snap jab from Aguilar. Jab to the body right back from Solis. Solis doubling up his jab, finishing to the body. Aguilar resetting his feet.
Aguilar, 60 amateur fights, been a pro for a decade. Solis turned pro in 2017. Very good amateur record, 87-6.
Overhand right lands from Aguilar. Solis walking through it. Long jab, right on the shoulder. It made an impact, not a scoring blow from Aguilar. See the patience of Alan Solis. Solis' big belief in his power, his aggression. Again, this is his second fight with trainer Jose Lopez. Trying to become a much better rounded fighter, more disciplined, more tactical, more technical, Smitty.
Working on his feet and footwork, angles, more responsible defense. Already feels that he has the offensive arsenal, but wants to be a more responsible defensive fighter, and again, to work on that technique. And it got a lot of time at 22 years of age and doing pretty good so far. Unbeaten, 7 KOs in the 12 wins. Pawing with the jab there, which I don't mind early. Can turn over the right hand after it. I like that he switched it to the body.
45 seconds remaining, round number 1 of our main event. Scheduled for 10.
Solis trying to take advantage of that 4-inch reach advantage with the stick.
Good right hand, left to the body, left to the head. 4-punch sequence from Solis.
Feels that his best punch Solis does is the left hook to the body.
Aguilar said, I cannot let Solis settle into a counterpuncher's rhythm, but right now it's Solis who's leading. Solis is first and he's last in most sequences.
Remember, Aguilar, comes in as a replacement.
Good jab. He's nearly tangling in his own feet. To the body from Aguilar. That is the end of round number 1.
Aguilar's best moments in that round were right at the end. Solis pretty much controlled first 2.5 minutes of that round. Thus, he gets the round. We haven't seen the mop for a few fights here. That's a good thing. Hopefully, we won't see that mop anymore.
If you've joined us late, I'm sure it's already found its way online. It's a meme somewhere. The mop coming into the ring. Not a towel, mind you, but a full-on mop.
Just want to quickly remind, 17 years ago today, my television show, In This Corner, launched for the first time on Empire Sports Network on DirecTV. 17 years later, we are still on the air. So congratulations to In This Corner. Is that a shameless plug?
Nothing wrong with that. You're certainly entitled, my friend. Round number 2.
Chris knew I was going to do it anyway, so. Feeling out process round number 1. Solis was using the jab a lot and setting up some right hands. Aguilar came on right at the end of that round, knocked Solis off balance with a jab and then landed a combination or two. Right now, Solis trying to establish distance with the jab.
Aguilar initiates that clinch right back out, as ordered by referee Miguel Canul. Cut lands from Aguilar. Canul and the 3 judges scoring this fight, assigned by the WBO. To the body, hook to the body again from Jonathan Aguilar.
Aguilar's had some pretty good competition. I know he lost to Angelo Leo in 2018. Leo won an interim world title. Kid, I know, a young man from Las Vegas. He has been stopped 4 times, Aguilar, in his 8 losses.
Solis still very much settling into this 10-round main event. Solis said of Aguilar, I really respect his experience. You need to set the pace early. So Aguilar definitely disrupting the tempo, continuing to come forward. Aguilar and his fighter meeting yesterday talked all about aggression, taking away time, taking away space from Solis.
Solis landed a nice left hook to the body, but he was almost in and out too quickly. Should have stayed there. He was there, he landed it, but then jumped outside and, and didn't do anything else after landing it. He is a guy he is a young man that is still trying to really find himself as a fighter, to figure out exactly who and what he is. And again, that's okay at 22 years of age. I've said this before to you when we've called his fights. I think he should watch like young Eric Morales fights and just try to pattern himself, because he's got that kind of Morales body to me,
It's a very apt comparison, Smitty. 20 seconds remaining, round number 2.
But a tough one to live up to. El Terrible. Looks a little like him too, doesn't he?
Without question. Aguilar definitely not looking intimidated against the buzzworthy, undefeated, rapidly emerging 22-year-old prospect Alan Solis, as we are through 2 rounds.
See if Aguilar starts to pick up the pace a little bit in this 3rd round.
Eso queremos.
We go into the corner of Alan Solis.
Primero, pero pues tú sabes, los nervios, ¿ok? Ya, todo bien. Ya.
See action, round 2 on the inside. A little uppercut there by Aguilar. But primarily, this is what we've seen, the jabs. There's that hook to the body, and he jumped back outside. I thought he should have stayed in there and worked a little bit more, Solis. A couple of pot jabs to the face. 2 rounds in the books and 2 for Solis on my scorecard.
Both fighters set to start round number 3. There is the bell. Aguilar coming forward off the jab. Aguilar immediately closing distance to start round number 3. Good circle out from Solis. Solis trying to stay disciplined off the jab, shooting that jab again and again. Jab to the body from Alan Solis. They go for the right hand counter on the left.
Nice left hook strike. Solis. I got the attention
Big
of
body
Aguilar.
shot, overhand right.
Got the attention of Aguilar, hurting a little bit.
There's the left hook to the body. Another hook to the body. Left hand on the inside. Another left hand lands from Solis. Aguilar complaining, punched in the back of the head. To no avail to Miguel Canul. Didn't see it, neither did the referee Canul.
Lead right hand there by Solis. Something I like to see after you establish that jab, the way Solis has been doing, leading with the right hand, catches your opponent off guard at times. And it doesn't have to really be thrown as a real power shot, just a lead right, almost as if it's a jab, even off the backhand.
More pressure from Solis here in round number 3 than we saw in the opening 2 rounds. 80 seconds remaining in this 3rd round.
Limpio, stop.
At this pace,
No,
it's early, but I don't think Aguilar can win the fight at this pace. He's got to let his hands go.
And Aguilar talked about Solis being the counterpuncher in this fight. And Solis continues to lead. Just like that, to the body. Good left hand. Aguilar stepped right into it. Well time by Solis.
I mentioned we did the tail of the tape that let's see if Solis can take advantage of those 4 inches, and he really has been thus far.
Left on the uppercut from Solis. Definitely cutting off the ring. Circling up the jab is Solis, and another right hand, left hook to the body back from Aguilar. So good defense from Solis. Blocking that on the shoulder with the right hand. Now 15 seconds remaining, round 3.
Limpio.
Back to the inside. Long jab from Solis. Solis getting his jab working, Smitty. There's the 1-2. Jab to the body from Aguilar, and that ends round number 3. You see Solis playing to this crowd here in Los Mochis, feeling very good about his performance through the opening.
Break.
Little subtleties. Trying not to be so wide, stepping in with the jab. Getting his lead foot on the outside of his opponent, Aguilar. Fighters today, they're so busy working on the mitts and everything, throwing punches, that they forget about their symmetry, their
that effectively right now.
and that thing that I look for and why I gave this.
Continuing to come forward with volume, with power, with precision. We end round number 4.
Sometimes fighters fall into a script that they don't want to be in, and that's what Aguilar is doing. He is really following the script that Solis and his team would have written for him, which is follow us. We'll see some of that here. There's the jab to the body, pops it up to the head a couple of times, doubles, triples it up, lets his hands go. Aguilar threw something but missed with it. He's so busy thinking about that jab. It's a pesky jab, but it also hurt him in a prior round when he walked right into it. He told us he was in good shape, but again, he comes in here really with like a week's notice on this.
It's one thing to have a game plan. It's something entirely different in boxing and, quite frankly, in all combat sports to execute that game plan. Aguilar laid out his game plan for us, Smitty. Take away time, take away space from Solis, put him on his back foot. be the aggressor. That's not playing out. And there's that jab from Solis.
Giving his opponent so much. And there was an attempted right by Aguilar, but good movement by Solis to just step out of the way of it. Again, the footwork. He's varying the jab, too, throwing it all over the place, which is good. Give your opponent something extra to think about. And eventually that'll set up right hands and other combinations. He'll go back to that hook to the body.
Aguilar right now has no answer for that Solis jab. Miguel Canul keeping this fight moving. He's an outstanding referee.
Peleen de frente, peleen bien, limpios, box.
See Aguilar on his back foot as Solis comes forward again off of the one.
Vamos, tire golpes. Stop! No abraces y pegues, pelea limpio. Sube la cabeza.
Telling Aguilar you cannot push down on the head. 65 seconds remaining, round 5.
Try telling that to Ali and Mayweather back in the day. He's right, though. It's a great tactic if you can get away with it.
Jab to the body from Solis.
Yeah, and the way he's touching that jab and then bringing it down low, what that is to do is to bring the hands down and then come over the top with the right hand. Solis hasn't done that yet, but I know he's trying to set that up. Wants to set up that right hand, and also I can see him thinking about that left hook to the body, which is his signature shot.
Good left jab again from Solis.
Yeah, off the right lead. There's that right hand.
Straight 1-2 from Solis. See Aguilar trying to load up, but again, it's on the counter and on the back foot.
I think he's getting a little frustrated, Aguilar, too.
Jab to the body from Solis. Right hand just misses. Right to the body, that lands flush and with impact. There's a lead left hook from Solis. Lead left hook to counter, misses from Aguilar. So we end round number 5. Live tomorrow night on UFC Fight Pass, beginning at 10 p.m. U.S. Canadian Eastern Time. It's Icon MMA from this very ring in Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. The increasingly rare ring mixed martial arts. In the main event, you will see UFC veteran Brock Weaver versus Alexander Barahona in the lightweight division. Live tomorrow night here on UFC Fight Pass.
Solis letting his hands go.
Ya no abusen del abrazo, tira golpes.
Popping the jab, pop. Digs a solar plexus shot to the body. Got his hands, hands on the side of those ropes and looks fatigued. Probably mentally, physically. And what'll happen next when it becomes spiritually,
Vamos,
that's when they
rápido.
are out of there.
To round number 6 we go.
Break.
Solis in, right back out.
Each round kind of looks like a carbon copy of the prior, Sean, and that's because of the game plan and the consistency and the discipline of Solis.
Canul nearly knocked down Aguilar.
Stop.
Apologized immediately. Aguilar was just off balance. That's pretty much Aguilar's night. Taking a lot of shots, no answer to the Solis jab, and nearly dropped by the referee on the break. Smitty, on your unofficial scorecard, without looking, I'm guessing 5-0, 50-45 Solis.
Easy to score each round. Pretty dominant performance. Not completely overwhelming Aguilar, but still dominating the action.
They're really just straightforward 10-9 rounds.
Yes. There was a nice combination, double hook by Aguilar. Then he backs out.
Double jab from Solis. Right to the body from Aguilar, but you see the volume coming right back from Solis. Aguilar is really falling into the territory of one punch at a time.
Yes.
And again, you can win that way, but they have to be really significant punches, and quite frankly, they're not to this stage of the fight from Jonathan Aguilar.
I think he got Aguilar's attention again with that hook to the body. Left hook to the body by Solis. I think he should go back to that.
Again, Aguilar is a very accomplished fighter. Enters with 19 wins, 15 knockouts in his pro boxing career.
Stop, stop.
He's just bereft of answers and ideas at this stage of the fight.
And when you look at his record, though, he is a guy like Solis, at this point, totally dominating. You don't want to get away from your game plan, but you start thinking, okay, this is a guy I should stop, because he did stop 4 times in his career. I'm going to make it number 5. I think if he does that, it'll be that left hook to the body that'll set it up. I see Solis stepped over, I think, trying to get in position to throw it.
Left hand from Solis.
Yeah, he wants that left hook to the body.